Is AI a bubble?
But everyone's using AI now. Productivity's up. How can it still be a bubble?
The productivity is real, so are the losses. AI genuinely works, but a useful tool doesn't mean a viable business. ChatGPT just crossed 900 million weekly active users, yet only about 50 million pay. 900 million people using it for free. Where's the money coming from? Every minute you save, OpenAI pays for. It's a subsidized illusion. The technology behind AI is real and powerful, but the financial frenzy, that's a full-blown bubble. Between 1995 and 2000, the internet went from a technological miracle to a financial circus. The poster child, Pets.com, a pet supply website that raised hundreds of millions just because it had "com" in its name. The logic was simple: slap "com" on anything, and investors would throw money at it. How it was supposed to make money, nobody cared. Then the bubble popped. The NASDAQ crashed from 5,100 to 1,100, a 78% wipeout. Trillions in market cap. Gone overnight. Countless investors lost everything. Companies with nothing but a concept and a domain name vanished one after another. The internet technology was real, but the financial bubble wrapped around it, that was real too. History doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. Every bubble shares three warning signs: mass hysteria, capital flooding in, and sky-high valuations. Think those three line up in 2026, every single one. Look around, every company is slapping plus AI onto its name. Just like they added "com" back in '99, rebrand with AI, and your valuation multiplies. The burn money to grow playbook is identical to 2000. The only difference is they were burning cash on fiber optics back then, and now it's BIS. But the core math is the same. Spending keeps climbing, returns keep receding, and losses keep compounding.
But this time it's different, right? The ones burning cash are Microsoft and Google. They can afford to lose money.
And WorldCom could afford it too. They burn billions laying fiber optic cables, same unsustainable arms race as the big for building GPU data centers today. Losing money and being worth money have never been the same thing. Let's look at the numbers from the biggest name in AI. OpenAI's fiscal year 2026 projected revenue of roughly $20 to $40 billion. Sounds impressive, right? The projected net loss, $14 billion. Worst losses are expected to triple year over year. Internal documents project cumulative losses could hit $44 billion by 2028. And that's before counting long-term compute commitments. Revenue is growing, but losses are growing faster. Profit, never seen it. This isn't a business model, it's a bonfire. Billions burned, and the path to profitability, nowhere in sight, not even a shadow. Put simply, for every $5 spent on AI infrastructure, you are getting back roughly $2 in returns, and those $2 are shrinking. Every additional dollar invested yields less than the one before it. The gap between spending and returns keeps staring wider. This isn't an efficiency revolution. It's a race to see who burns through cash the fastest.
The math just doesn't work.
And it's not just OpenAI. Microsoft, Google, Meta, Amazon, the Big Four are projected to collectively spend over $600 billion on AI infrastructure in 2026 alone. $600 billion. That's more than the GDP of over 150 countries combined. And what does all that money buy? Bigger data centers, more power-hungry BIS, thinner margins. The cash is burning loud, but actual returns, crickets. AI doesn't just burn money, it burns electricity, and power only gets more expensive. By 2030, global data center power demand is projected to double, and thus, data centers' share of electricity consumption is expected to surge from around 5% today to over 7%, with some regions hitting 12% or more. Here's the catch. Unlike chips, electricity doesn't get cheaper with technological progress. It's rigid, permanent, and only goes up. Every minute AI saves you comes with an increasingly expensive power bill attached.
The electricity costs alone would eat all the profits, wouldn't they?
On the startup side, industry observers estimate that over 90% of AI startups are just thin wrap or slap an AI label on something and call yourself an AI company. The failure rate is staggering. And on the enterprise side, most surveys show over 90% of AI projects get stuck in the pilot phase. They never make it to production. Fewer than 5% actually generate positive ROI. Here's the weirdest part. Everyone says AI is boosting productivity, but GDP barely budges. Efficiency goes up, The economy doesn't. That's the AI productivity paradox.
So companies are just throwing money away. Okay, you've laid out all the evidence. I'm holding AI stocks right now. Should I sell or hold?
That depends on whether you're investing in a tool or placing a bet. AI is a powerful tool, not magic. My advice is simple. Use AI aggressively, but invest in AI cautiously. Don't let FOMO drive you into a fire with your eyes closed. AI isn't going to collapse entirely. What's more likely is a rational correction. Between 2026 and 2027, Roy compresses. The hyperscalers slowed down their data center build-out, and over 90% of the media companies get washed out. But the technology itself won't die. After the dot-com crash, the garbage companies disappeared. Amazon and Google survived. Same pattern with AI. Once the froth clears, the companies genuinely solving problems in healthcare, engineering, science, and education, the ones creating real value, with AI, those will be the ultimate winners. At the end of the day, AI is a tool, not a magic one. Technology outlasts hype cycles. Speculation doesn't. The question was never whether AI will change the world. It's whether you're investing in a technology or just the hype.
So it's not that you can't invest in AI, it's that you can't invest blindly. Right? So what happens if the AI bubble actually bursts?
Great question, but we're out of time for this one. Like and subscribe. Next episode, we're diving deep into exactly what happens if the 2026 AI bubble bursts.